Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to tonight's CACC Week 5 Collegiate Marvel Rivals matchup between the Post-University Eagles and Wilmington University Esports, brought to you by the Post-University Esports 2 sister channel. How's everyone doing this evening? I am your Shoutcaster, DeadlyDrew, here welcoming you all into this incredible match that is about to take place this week as Post-University fights for an even better record in the CACC, as well as Wilmington University Esports looking for their first win of the season still, and avoiding elimination from playoffs is the story tonight. We will see which of these teams come out victorious in this best of 5 CACC Week 5 matchup. Welcome on in. How is everyone doing this Friday evening? Hopefully everyone is doing great out there. I'm very excited for this Collegiate Marvel Rivals match that is about to take place here. What compositions will be chosen, what character bans and protects will lead the way to victory tonight for one of these teams. We are going to get right into some background stats here, as the Marvel Rival standings so far are Goldie Beacom College at a 12-2 record, Holy Family College at a 11-3 record, Post University in third with a 3-8 record, Caldwell University with a 5-9 record, and then we have Wilmington University with a 0-9 record on the season so far. To make playoffs, Wilmington is trying to not be the first, to make the top 4, Wilmington is not trying to be eliminated, and they need a win tonight, or else it is the season over, game over for them tonight. So this match is essentially a must-win for Wilmington University Esports to force a tiebreaker with Caldwell. So a little bit of background information there for you. The Eagles looking to improve on their record, currently sitting in third place. It is the top 4 teams that make it into the playoffs in the CACC. And the Eagles are in a good position, but they'd like to improve it with another win this evening. So with that being said, we will get into our lineups here momentarily, as I do not have the roster sheet with me. So when we are in lobby, I will be back and we will get into the rosters and lineups for tonight's best of 5 matchup between the Post-University Eagles and Wilmington University Esports. I am your Shoutcaster, DeadlyDrew. Very excited to be here for this Marvel Rivals collegiate matchup. Looking forward to it. We will be back soon with the roster lineup. Be back. Hello everyone, welcome back in if you're just joining us to this Collegiate Marvel Rivals matchup, CACC Week 5. Here we go, about to get into our rosters and lineups for tonight's matchup. Here we go, coming in at starters for your post-University Eagles. We have Frosty.wrld, player number 1, player number 2, Rekonic, player number 3, THELimboSteppr, player number 4, Burn 2, player number 5, Rekonic 2, and we are waiting on player we are waiting on our 6th player here to join lobby. So let me actually just look on that. I'm pretty sure I know, but they may have another sub in tonight, so I'm not positive. So I'll get back to you on that. But we will go to Wilmington University esports lineup here. Here we go, starting with player number 1, Mini Soul, player number 2, Vengeance, player number 3, Carney, player number 4, Sauron the White, player number 5, Farian, player number 6, KZ, and that is your lineup for the Wilmington University esports team. So it is the post-University Eagles versus the Wilmington esports team for our CACC Week 5 matchup. Very excited to get into it. Players are now entering into lobby, and we will find out who that 6th player is going to be tonight for the post-University Eagles. Best of 5, you know the drill here, and we will be back very shortly with the start of Map 1. Your Shoutcaster, DeadlyDrew here, telling y'all to get in your seats because it is about to be a good one. Stay tuned. We'll be back. Alrighty, here we go. Welcome in. If you're just joining us, your Shoutcaster DeadlyDrew here, welcoming you all back in to this CACC Week 5 Collegiate Marvel Rivals matchup between the Post University Eagles and Wilmington University Esports. Here we go, as Post University looking to add another dub to the column, and Wilmington University Esports looking to avoid elimination from the playoffs, the upcoming playoffs here, as the spots are getting tight, and they are looking for their first win of the season. So here we go, making sure our scoreboard is correct here, displaying the correct teams, and we are correct. All right, excellent. Yggdrasil Path Convoy. Yggdrasil Path Convoy is our first map here, and we are already underway with the protects and bans. Post University going for the Penny Parker ban, the Punisher ban, and protecting the Moon Knight, as Wilmington University is banning the Gambit, but also protecting the Gambit, and banning the Magic and Doctor Strange as well. Post University usually does protect, or usually likes to, I should say, usually likes to protect the Doctor Strange, so they are protecting the Daredevil instead. And Wilmington University Esports will ban the Black Panther, and that will lead us to our last protect and ban before we get started in this CACC Week 5 matchup. Map number 1, best of 5 between the Eagles and Wilmington University Esports. And the Eagles will go for the Gambit ban, and the last protect for Wilmington University will be the Cloak and Dagger. So here we go. Everyone locking in their heroes, getting ready to start Yggdrasil Path Convoy here. And it will be Post University on the defense first, and Wilmington University on the attack. Seeing what everyone locks in here for our first team fight, we have Requiem X2 for the Eagles on the Bucky, THELimboSteppr on the Emma Frost, Burn 2 on the usual Cloak and Dagger, Rekonic on the usual as well, the Moon Knight, Frosty.wrld on the Invisible Woman, and mewca. That was our last player for Post University. Welcome into the lobby, mewca. The 6th starting player for the Eagles on the Rogue, of course. And for Wilmington University, we have the Deadpool Mini Soul on the Magneto. We have the Moon Knight as well. Gambit, the Cloak and Dagger Mirror, and the Namor coming out, getting a little saucy with it there. All right, here we go. Post University looking to stop this convoy here. Rekonic leading us off with that first pick on the Moon Knight, followed up by Frosty.wrld on the Invisible Woman. Getting a pick. Requiem there with another, and THELimboSteppr following up with another pick. That's 4 in a row for the Eagles. And Wilmington University Esports will have to reset right out the gate. Eagles with a good defensive start. Moon Knight out. Moon Knight ult coming out early here, doing a lot of poke damage, but no one falling to it on Wilmington. A lot of big splash damage coming out from Rekonic on the Moon Knight here, and finding a pick between all those bodies. Down goes the Namor. Gambit ult coming out, as well as the Deadpool ult from Wilmington University here. Trying to get out of all this damage is Burn 2, but just not going to happen, as Post University now getting wiped up after all those ults were called in by Wilmington. Wilmington now in control of this offensive push, and they will gain some space with this convoy as Post University resets. Couple of ults in the bank for Post University. They got both healer ults up, so they can be aggressive here. Should I say strategist ults. Can do a lot more than just heal, as we just saw Frosty.wrld grabbing a pick. mewca on the Magneto now. Quick swap off from the Rogue. finds a pick onto the opposing Moon Knight player, Crazy, excuse me. Nice block by the Magneto player from Post University there. Denying that Namor ult. Post University looking to push out here. Rekonic finding another pick and a nice click there from mewca on the mag. Finding a couple picks, putting on some good pressure right now. Post University in control of this team fight. Have a few ults in pocket as well. Gotta watch out for that Deadpool, as he does find Rekonic out of position. Grabs a good pick there. Emma Frost ult coming out, trying to push Wilmington University away from this choke point so that everyone can just do more poke damage. Gambit ult being used. A lot of ults being used and committed by Wilmington University here. Can Post University answer? Picks coming out for Wilmington. And then now Post University looking like they're going to be on the full retreat here, as no one else is standing in the way of Wilmington University. 54 seconds on the clock, and it looks like that will be Wilmington University's cap here, as, Farron hunting down the DeadlyDrew here in the back. Oh, and a nice grab. Who's going to win this one? Oh, and Limbo comes out on top. Nice job there from DeadlyDrew. Taking that Deadpool and throwing him to the ground and saying, not this time. Another pick followed up by Rekonic, so Post University right back in form here on defense. With 2 minutes and 55 seconds for Wilmington University to cap this second point and move the convoy forward. A lot of picks coming out all of a sudden from Wilmington University, and that is a full team wipe. Post University looked like they were in good position. They might have overcommitted there and got a little bit too aggressive, as they did have the positioning to range and poke Wilmington University out, but they decided to go for some just pure aggression and farm those ults. Can't blame them there for getting the ult percentage. But now we'll have our, what I believe is our fourth team fight of the match coming up. Ult is in the hand of Requiem X2 for the Eagles. A lot of players grouped together. It looks pretty good here. Crazy coming out with his ult. Mag ult as well coming out. Nice job by Frosty.wrld to nullify all of those ults with the Invisible Woman ult. Deadpool ult comes out. Frien finds one, but Requiem finds two in the meantime. And he won't be able to find the tricky Deadpool on the way out. But both DPS ults still in pocket for the Eagles, with only 1 minute and 33 seconds left on the clock for Wilmington University to push this convoy to its second checkpoint. Eagles in good defensive position again. They just don't want to overcommit or get too aggressive. Out comes the Gambit ult right out of the checkpoint. And oh, Rekonic on the Moon Knight, finding two before he does fold to the Gambit. Now DeadlyDrew using that ult on the Emma Frost. Frosty.wrld again, finding another crucial pick in the team fight, even as the strategist. Onto the Gambit now, Frosty, doing a good job of putting on pressure when the healing is not needed. Back with mewca here for the Eagles, putting some big poke damage in to Mini Soul. Magneto versus Magneto at the moment. Now out comes the Deadpool. This is a good choke point for the Eagles to hold. A lot of space for Wilmington University to have to cover while getting poked at. And in comes the Requiem 2 Bucky ult here, grabbing one, finding two. Going in yet again, finds a third. Oh my goodness, Requiem. And that is a big team wipe there, almost a full team wipe. The Eagles are doing an excellent job. And Requiem X2 will just use the again to just flex on him. Frien does find a pick on to Rekonic, so they are down to Moon Knight right now. The Eagles, though, don't have any ults, no healing ults to sustain this fight. And Burn 2, one of the last players on this convoy, has to back up. In overtime, the Eagles are going to need to regroup and find a way to get Wilmington University Esports off this point. That's a good Moon Knight ult to get everyone to get off the point. Overtime ticking away. That bar has to fully finish before the attack is over. Gambit ult coming out. Post University has to push through this choke point, but Wilmington doing a good job of holding them. 4 meters left, and Wilmington University in overtime does capture to the second checkpoint, excuse me. And now Post University falling in that team fight as they just tried to barely hold on and tried to regroup to get back on that defense, but now it's a full team wipe and back to the spawn. It looks like we have Requiem X2 now swapping off the Bucky to the Psylocke. Post University, no ults in pocket either, and they're going to have to deal with a few from Wilmington University here. Dr. Strange of Wilmington University Esports, Minisoul looking for a big eye here, and he does find one, but gets instantly picked. Good counter ult there from Rekonic. Or excuse me, from Crazy there, dropping the Moon Knight ult. Forgot which moon haunts you for a second. Crazy finding a triple kill. One Crazy there. Nice job from Wilmington University. Nice triple kill. With 30 seconds left on the clock, Post University. Burn 2, the only healer in pocket, has to come out and use that ult to stall. Nice job by Burn 2. Well placed. Cloak and Dagger ult there. Now Requiem 2 in the back line, finding one with the Psylocke ult. Finding two. Post University now with 10 seconds left has to find a way to stop Wilmington from getting this third capture to finish the attack, and they will do just that. As no one there to stall the point, no one there to force overtime, and Post University holds Wilmington University to 2 captures. 98.58 meters, almost to that full 100-meter third point cap, but not quite. So a good, valiant defense by the Eagles now, and they are going to need to push past Wilmington's convoy mark there on the third point, or better. But once they get to that mark, it is their map. So the Eagles in a good position to dictate this first map 1 of the CACC Week 5 matchup. And let's see what they bring out to start their push. Ooh, we see the THELimboSteppr going to the Venom. Requiem X2 on the Daredevil, so Post University does have a few tricks up their sleeve for this push on Yggdrasil path. THELimboSteppr staying on the Emma Frost. And it does not look like there are any big changes coming out from Wilmington University Esports. They're going to keep it the same. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They had a pretty good offensive push there against the Eagles. These Deadpool animations are so funny. One of the newer characters added in Rivals recently to the roster. And Requiem X2 now on the Angela. And Burn 2 on the Jeff, so Post University switching it up once again. Maybe they were just displaying characters in the window and then going for the full swap to try to throw Wilmington University off there. And a big 2 picks from Rekonic to start us off here. 3 picks from Rekonic on the Moon Knight. Nice job from the DPS player of the Eagles. And Post University will start moving this convoy pretty swimmingly and smooth right now. Not opposed too much in that first team fight. Opposing Moon Knight Ankh destroyed by Rekonic. Already has all in hand. So does Fren as he pops his Deadpool ult there. Doesn't find any value from it, and Rekonic will just preemptively pop that Moon Knight ult just to make sure no one touches point. And Requiem X2 in the back on Angela in that choke point. Goes absolutely nuts with the melee and finds 4 Requiem X2 for the Eagles. Cleaning up house. And the Eagles with 5 minutes and 8 seconds left cap that point pretty convincingly. And are already pushing that convoy on its way to its second checkpoint. Requiem X2 now in a decent spot here. Do a little Angela ambush, as I call it. Now it is Freer Ren for Wilmington University on the swap to the Thing. Try to help out his Magneto duo here. Goddess coming in from mewca, finding the backline and finding no protection on the backline. mewca finding 2 before picked off by the Gambit. Big value there from mewca's Storm ult. Requiem on the Angela taking a lot of damage. Might have went in a little too deep there, but followed up by Rekonic's cleanup there on the Moon Knight from his ult. Nice job there by Rekonic, helping out his tank player, finishing off that damage dealt. Ooh, and a nice Ankh there to connect, find the connection onto the Gambit player, Carney. Wilmington University in full retreat right now, taking a ton of damage from the Eagles. Eagles also in a good spot here. Gonna have to hit the Cloak and Dagger and doesn't find it. That is one of the toughest things to do as a Vanguard player playing Magneto, is trying to hit that Cloak and Dagger out of ult. Frosty.wrld pops the ult for Post University for the Invisible Woman. They are shielded for a little bit here. Frosty.wrld getting aggressive. Nice pick by Frosty.wrld here. Has a couple more to clean up. Critical health players from Wilmington University gonna have to fight it out here as they have no space left. And they do end up winning this team fight. So Post University so close to getting that second capture checkpoint, but not close enough, as they will have to now regroup. Requiem X2. Oh, a man after my own heart here. The Captain America coming out. Show him how it's done, buddy. Captain America, known for probably being one of the least, the character for finding the least amount of value, unfortunately, in Marvel Rivals, but still extremely annoying if you can find the value. Rekonic finding another pick from the Khonshu Moon Knight ult. And now it is Burn 2 eating his fellow player there, swallowing up Captain America, trying to keep him away from danger for a second. And this team fight now will come to the back line of the convoy, and as Post University cleaning up Wilmington University one by one as they find them all out of position. And now with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left, more time about to be added as they hit this checkpoint here. Post University in control of this first map 1, CACC Week 5 matchup, map number 1. They are in control of this offensive push, especially with mewca having the Storm ult in hand, an extremely dangerous ult that can wipe an opposing team if not positioned correctly. Rekonic finding another big opening pick onto Frien on the Thing. Phoenix ult coming out onto Post University's backline here. Here comes mewca, though, on to Wilmington University Esports backline. Finding 2 off the bat is mewca. Onto the backline, cleaned up by Rekonic, another by LimboSteppr, and a 5th by Requiem X2. Almost a full team wipe. This convoy is rolling to its position with a ton of time left. Out comes the Cloak and Dagger ult to stall again. Can the LimboSteppr do it this time? Oh, he barely misses the Cloak and Dagger. Out comes the Moon for Wilmington University. A lot of ults coming back, and it's now full retreat as Post University getting so close to finishing this map number 1. But they will have to retreat, and well, a little more time will be bled off the clock here by Wilmington University. But unfortunately, no ults in hand of Wilmington. Post University has the Captain American ult to assemble the team and move everyone on in. Captain America getting in the back line, doing some damage. Frosty.wrld following up, everyone following up on the Captain America ult here for Post University. And that is a full team wipe by the Eagles. With 1 minute and 57 left on the clock, all the convoy has to do is just get to this line, and it will do just that to end it, and Post University will end this game 3-2, and the map score will go to map 1, will go to the Eagles, excuse me. Just change the scoreboard there. Nice job to the Eagles on map 1. Finding the picks they needed, very good team play. Everyone in the positions that they needed to be in to find those picks, those crucial picks. Nice job to the Eagles as we are trying to get to the stats page here. I'm not sure why it is igniting the stream. I don't want you to ignite the stream just yet. For some reason it pulled us out of the stats page and restarted the match for some reason. Unfortunately, we did not get a look at the stats there, so we'll just bring it back on over to the caster screen for a second. A very, very interesting first match by the Eagles. Well done to them. Excellent work, and I believe it was the Jeff of Burn 2 getting the MVP for the Eagles. So nice job by the Eagles healing squad there to keep them alive and keep those pushes going, as they were able to find a lot of value in those team fights. Can that continue? The Eagles are up 1-0 in this CACC Week 5 matchup. We'll be back with map number 2 here very shortly. Hello everyone, and welcome back to tonight's CACC Week 5 matchup. Collegiate Marvel rivals between the Post University Eagles and Wilmington University Esports. Your Shoutcaster here, DeadlyDrew. Looking forward to this second map. As here we go, Spider Island's Convoy is the destination. Map number 2. Post University up 1-0. Had an excellent push there on Yggdrasil and push that convoy all the way to the end, pretty much the end, to Wilmington University's spot, and made it 3-2. So Post University up 1-0 now in map score. And our bans are coming out and protects. Let's see what's on the board here, see if anything has changed. Post University going for the Penny Parker ban, the Gambit ban, and the Moon Knight Protect. Wilmington University Esports going for the Gambit ban, the Punisher Protect, and the Storm ban, as well as the Strange ban. Post University banning the Groot. And we will see here with our last few protects and bans what is chosen. Post University protecting the Black Panther. So Requiem X2 is feeling cat-like, it seems, as he's hovering that Black Panther right now. And it will be the Magic Ban and the Bucky Protect for Wilmington University as their last bans and protects. And the last ban for Post University will be the Magneto. Here we go. Spider Islands Convoy, Map 2, CACC Week 5 matchup. The Post University Eagles versus Wilmington University Esports. Let's get into it. Everyone selecting their heroes. It will be Post University once again on the defense first. And Wilmington University looking to set the best attack time for this map. But can they do it? And can they tie this map up? Well, let's find out. As we do have Requiem X2 on King T'Challa, the Black Panther himself. And the DeadlyDrew on the Groot as well. Groot can work wonders on this map. Spider Islands especially, with all these tight-knit corners. Groot can be great for using walls to just block damage and just block a ton of sight lines as well. Let's see what Wilmington University is up to. We have Frey-Ren once again on the Deadpool. Sauron the White on the Cloak and Dagger. And Wilmington University did protect the Punisher, so they are using it. We'll stay on with one crazy here. As this fight is underway, Mini Soul on the Doctor Strange finding one. As this convoy comes rolling on out. And Post University now getting aggressive is the DeadlyDrew on the Groot. Gonna have to back up as that Punisher shotgun does a ton of damage up close. It chunks Vanguards. Moon haunts you already out by Rekonic, but his ult finds no value, unfortunately, as the positioning of it was a little off. And now Rekonic getting blasted there by one crazy on the Punisher. Oh, one crazy does get eaten up by Burn 2 on the Jeff. Has two enemies, and out they go. Nice job by Burn 2, finding the double kill. Fortunately, does KO himself on the Jeff, but wanted to make sure that the Strange could not fly out of it. So smart play by the Jeff player, Burn 2. Out comes the ult from mewca on the Emma Frost there to deny the position of Wilmington University Esports. Rekonic finding one off that ult from mewca. And now it's Post University pushing Wilmington all the way back to their spawn, away from the convoy where they need to be. Oh, and a nice pull in by the Bucky there. And in comes the ult. Judge, Jury, Executioner as well coming out. Big DPS ults. Oh, and picked off from the DeadlyDrew was one crazy on the Punisher in the middle of his ult. Nice job by the DeadlyDrew there. Magneto with those hit scan one clicks that he has, extremely lethal, especially if it's a headshot. Clobbering time comes in though, and that is a huge stun that follows up the Cloak and Dagger ult for excellent positioning for Wilmington University. And they are now in control as Frey-Ren gives Rekonic what's for there with the thing. And it is now Wilmington University in control with 1 minute and 46 seconds left. Almost to the first checkpoint on Spider Islands Convoy. Post University coming on out here. Burn 2 will lead them on out with the Jeff ult, not finding any value from it. The DeadlyDrew with the Magneto ult, trying to find someone through the Cloak and through the Invisible Woman ult of Carney. Eye of Agamotto coming out now. It's DeadlyDrew trying to shield his team from all this poke damage. Requiem X2 on the Black Panther trying to find these kills onto the back line here. But he's getting poked out. And now the Emma Frost ult coming in for the defensive help of Post University. Post University seems just stalling right now, using their bodies to just eat all this damage and stall, giving their healers their ult, as Burn 2 almost has his Jeff ult back already. Post University finding a few picks while backing up Wilmington University, and they'll have one more team fight for this first convoy checkpoint. Other than that, it's going to be Post University with a full hold here on Spider Islands map 2. Can they do it? Can the Eagles hold with 27 seconds left? They do have one ult in hand. That is the ult of their healer. Burn 2 already made a few nice plays on this map 2 on Spider Islands. Clobbering time comes in, but denied instantly by mewca on the Emma Frost. One Crazy has ult in hand on the Punisher. And out it comes, as this is going to be a lot of damage and a very tough hold now for the Post University Eagles, as One Crazy finds the triple kill in overtime, as Wilmington University will just barely hang on and hit that first checkpoint. We'll get a little bit more time in the bank. 2 minutes and 25 seconds is what they're going to have to try to get this convoy all the way to its second checkpoint. Post University in a good position defensively here. They just need to continue to bleed time and manage their ults effectively. Rekonic setting up the Moon Knight ult. Finding 2. Rekonic, so much value out of these Moon Knight ults tonight. Doing an excellent job. They're using the combination of the Jeff ult to basically get everyone out of position from Wilmington University, and then just using Rekonic on the Moon Knight to clean up everyone that is already separated. And the Eye of Agamotto comes in on the backline. Couple players stunned here. Can Wilmington find value from it? No, no one goes down during that stun. mewca now leading the way with the Emma Frost ult. And Post University just jumping all over it and cleaning it up. Minute and 13 seconds left on the clock for Wilmington University to get this convoy moving, but they cannot get out of their spawn at the moment, unfortunately. Rekonic, once again, has that Ankh in his hand, ready to unleash it. Moon Knight ult, especially in this choke point, can be deadly. Down comes the Moon Knight ult. 2 more picks in Post University's favor. As this team fight continues here. One Crazy again trying to help his team get out of this choke point with a Punisher ult here. And Post University does a good job of retreating around the corner, but can they get away far enough? That's 2 kills for Wilmington University. And a third. Nice job, as they will wipe up Post University all the way back to their spawn, which will give them a little bit of breathing room here. Nice job by Carney finding the Jeff, just buying time in the background, swimming around by the convoy to buy Post University as much time as he possibly can. Great effort by Burn 2 there. It's those little plays sometimes that make the biggest difference in these arena shooter games especially. And Burn 2 leading the way, getting aggressive on the Jeff. Here he comes. Oh, and he gets 2 right off the bat. Can he find the picks? And he does! It's Post University finding the picks as far as Frosty.wrld and mewca on the Emma Frost. Nice job cleaning up off the Jeff ult. I was wondering why Jeff was the first one leading the way into that fight. He did have ult in pocket. And they used it to completely disrupt Wilmington University, as to get them all off the convoy. Nice job by the Eagles there, as they will hold Wilmington University to only 1 capture. So now we are awaiting the offensive push from the Eagles here, as Wilmington University now has to have a pretty incredible hold here against the Eagles, who have been, shall I say, a very dominant team on the offensive portions of these convoy maps. Their team play this season has been extremely impeccable. Seems like all these players now are figuring out their play style, understanding each other's play style, and meshing together to create a very nice Collegiate Marvel Rivals esports squad. So here we go. We will start with the THELimboSteppr on the Star-Lord here, but will he stay on him as he is not moving? There he goes, off the Star-Lord to the Emma Frost. Requiem X2 already taking a lot of damage on the Black Panther. That Vibranium armor shining already as he is taking quite a bit of poke damage off the bat. Post University trying to force themselves through this first checkpoint here. A lot of players critical though. Got to be careful. Post University doing a good job of playing their positions as far as playing on the corners, playing on these small buildings and poking to avoid as much jiggle poking to avoid as much damage as possible. First ult coming out by Crazy on the Moon Knight now, and now everyone is getting involved in this team fight as players falling left and right. THELimboSteppr had Mini-Soul weak on the Doctor Strange, but would rather stay with the convoy and protect his healer. Smart play by the Vanguard player of the Eagles. Post University in control of this convoy so far. Now we are awaiting another ult from Rekonic here, as he does find no value on his ult, but he manages to find the pick that he wanted onto Vengeance. And the Invisible Woman here. Moon Knight versus Moon Knight, and Rekonic comes out victorious there. Judge, Jury, Executioner nullified by Frosty.wrld's excellent placement of the Invisible Woman ult there. And now they just have to clear the Doctor Strange on point, who does use the ult there to try to stall. And Post University finds it. Oh, excellent job by Post University. 2 wasted ults by Wilmington University. They end up wasting the Doctor Strange ult to try to stall, and the Invisible Woman ult as well. That is big value for the Eagles, as now they are definitely in control of this match. 4 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock, and all they have to do is push it to about the halfway mark of this second point here on Spider Islands. Requiem X2 finding a double kill there. Sorry, Rek. I was trying to tab over as quick as I could there. Nice job by the Eagles. 4 minutes left, and the damage and poke is not going to stop as the Eagles continue to just get aggressive and get all up in Wilmington University's faces right now. Sustaining that pressure, sustaining the momentum. As I said, these players from Post University, they know their stuff when it comes to rivals, and they are going to use that team play where possible to outplay their opponents. Nice job by the Eagles there on that offensive push, which leads us to a 2-0 map score for your Post University Eagles. And again, Burn 2 with the MVP on the Jeff getting involved. 26 elims. That is what you like to see from your healer, and a little bit of damage as well. Wow, excellent job by Burn 2 there. Frosty.wrld as well. Post University's healers, really you can see it in the damage numbers there. They are finding a way to find value not only as healers, but as damage dealers as well. And that is why they are called strategists in Marvel Rivals. As Burn 2 once again displays his prowess and skill on Jeff. Eagles up 2-0 here against Wilmington University. Can they make it a clean 3-0 sweep in the CACC Week 5 matchup? Stay tuned. Your Shoutcaster, DeadlyDrew, will be back here with map number 3. Oh, that was a short break. Welcome back, everyone. That's how we like it, right? Keeping the action coming here. Oh, as the game does go to pause for a second. But we are back for this CACC Week 5 matchup between the Post-University Eagles and Wilmington University Esports. Here we go. Map number 3. It's going to be a good one. As we are paused once again. Welcome in if you are just joining us. The Eagles are up 2-0 and have been very dominant so far in this CACC Week 5 matchup. As we now head to Museum of Contemplation Convoy. And out come the protects and bans here for both teams. Post University looking to make it a clean 3-0 sweep. And Wilmington University Esports looking to bring this match back in their favor, as they have a lot to play for in this next match, excuse me. This next match is big for them. Or this next map, I should say. This match and map are both very important to them, as they are avoiding playoff elimination, their chances of getting into the playoffs, if they do not win this match. So the Eagles looking to deal a blow with their talons tonight, strike a big blow to Wilmington University, and eliminate them from playoff contention. Can they make it a clean 3-0 sweep? We're about to find out, as our protects and bans are almost finished here. We'll start reading off the list as Post University goes for the Penny Parker ban, the Punisher ban, they protect the Doctor Strange, ban the Groot, protect the Storm, and it is Wilmington University banning the Moon Knight. They've had enough of Rekonic. Protecting the Bucky, banning the Black Panther, banning the Magic. And they will as well for our final few bans and protects here. We'll ban the Jeff. So they are really counter-banning now. Post University going to have to pull some tricks out of the bag here. And by tricks, I mean other heroes. Wilmington University goes to protect vows to protect the Cloak and Dagger on their last protect, and Post University will ban the they just swapped the panels there. I believe it's the Moon Knight. Post University just banned as well. So there you have it, the 2 protects for each team and the bans. Museum of Contemplation Convoy CACC Week 5 matchup between the Post University Eagles and Wilmington University. Post University looking to make it a clean 3-0 sweep and eliminate Wilmington University from playoff contentions this season. Can they do it? Here we go on one of Marvel Rivals' newer maps.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Burn 2 on the Gambit. And we have the Vanguard duo of THELimboSteppr and Rekonic on the Doctor Strange. Carney on the Venom, breaking it down. Hey, now chill now. This is a PG stream here. We've got Sauron on the Cloak and Dagger. One Crazy on the Phoenix. Farian again has been playing Deadpool every map so far. Definitely a dedicated Deadpool main. And Mini Soul with the Christmas Bucky. Here we go. It's going to be a good one. Post University looking to get active and get on to defending this convoy and making this a clean 3-0 sweep as quick as they can. And they'll start off pretty well doing that. Post University with 3 quick picks, already establishing a good defense on the convoy. This is an incredible map for Groot, may I say, as his walls block off so many angles here. Already trapping the Venom player of Wilmington University here. But hold on now, Wilmington University finding a few picks of their own. Let's not count them out yet. They do have a chance here. Let's see if they can turn this around, as the Venom play is new from them, and this could be the swap that they needed all along to annoy Post University's backline and perhaps turn the tide here of this match. As Carney does find one, but instantly refragged by the THELimboSteppr there on the group. Making it halfway to the first checkpoint here. Nice walls here by the THELimboSteppr as Requiem X2 on the Psylocke. And Rekonic, my goodness, finding 3 on the Doctor Strange all at once as you see the bodies all around him. I was so busy focused on Requiem X2 there, I didn't see the pile of bodies that Requiem was faced away from. Rekonic getting a nice triple kill on the Doctor Strange there, leading the way for these Eagles right now. Unfortunately, that's the caster's curse, as right as I tune into him, he falls over. In comes the Phoenix ult, though nullified by Frosty.wrld's excellent timing once again of the Invisible Woman ult. But it fades right as mewca on the Storm goes in to try to clean up from that. Post University very much out of position right now and are going to have to regroup. Will they have enough time to do it before this convoy gets to its first checkpoint? That is the question. Nice Groot walls once again from the THELimboSteppr. Rekonic trying to come out, do everything he can, but he just can't get out as they are being body blocked excellently. A very nice job by Wilmington University here, getting some excellent body blocks and cleaning up Post University. And now it will be the Eagles, though. This starts sending Wilmington University back to their spawns. A little bit of spawn trading back and forth going on here, but because they did cap that checkpoint, their spawn is now closer. So it is nullified a little bit. In comes a big Eye of Agamotto from Rekonic, and Post University Eagles swoop in on that, and everyone finds a pick of their own there. And that is a nice quintuplet kill there, and make it a full team kill at the end onto the Venom there. A full team kill off Rekonic's Eye of Agamotto. Excellent ult from Rekonic on the Doctor Strange, usually known for his Moon Knight play, but because of Wilmington University's ban on the Moon Knight, he stepped up on the Doctor Strange tremendously. Vengeance uses the Invisible Woman ult as well as Carney going in with the Venom, and now it is spawn trading once again, as Post University will now take a trip back to theirs. As Requiem X2, ooh, nice, gets out of the Venom ult, or excuse me, gets out of being cornered by the Venom ult and gets the ult of his own there from just getting away and farming a little bit of damage. So now Post University in another great position on this defensive hold. A lot of ults in hand. Here comes the Groot ult. Oh, it looks juicy. Oh, but can he follow up on it? And a nice Groot ult followed up on by Requiem X2. And that will be enough picks for the Eagles to reset Wilmington University Esports. Eagles in control with 1 minute and 35 seconds left on this defensive convoy hold. Eagles still have a couple of big ults in hand here. With 1 minute and 17, they can definitely find some big value from them. Uh-oh, and here comes the flank. Here comes the Agamotto, and it hits as it finds 2 or 3 in the back line. But Minisoul on the Bucky, aware of it, and does get the pick onto the Doctor Strange. Tries to push the Emma Frost. THELimboSteppr says, no. That'll be enough of that. But then does eventually fall to One Crazy, who finds 2 picks on the Phoenix. And with 43 seconds left, it is Wilmington University Esports that is in control of this convoy. Can they get it to its second checkpoint? As down goes Requiem X2 to Carney on the Venom. Doing a good job of getting in the backline and being annoying. Down goes mewca now as well. Post University going to need an ult here, and out comes Frosty.wrld with another great timing on the ult there. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough as Wilmington University are pushing through the healing. A lot of damage, and they will get this cap with 7 seconds left on the clock. Second checkpoint achieved. Second point achieved on this CACC Week 5 matchup. Map number 3. They are up 2-0 with 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock to try to add more to their offensive score. Can they do it? Will this match continue? Requiem X2 finding a big pick on the Psylocke. Tries to go in for more here. A lot of splash damage off this Psylocke ult. Nice job by Wilmington University there. And oh my goodness, it's mewca with a 4K that cleans up. mewca with 5. My goodness. I was just about to say, nice job by Wilmington University to sustain during that Psylocke ult, but then all of a sudden it's mewca with a 5K and the Daredevil pose too. I got that one. I missed the one before. But I got that one, mewca. Excellent quintuple kill there to finish up off at Requiem X2 Psylocke ult. But now we are already into another team fight here as Rekonic finding one on the Doctor Strange, mewca finding another on the Daredevil. Post University once again in control. 13 seconds left on the clock here. Requiem X2 finding 2 on the Psylocke, and it is a full cleanup for the Post University Eagles. As that will do it. Wilmington University Esports trying to stall out, but that's all they're going to be able to do. Oh, Vengeance in with the Invisible Woman ult to stall a little bit more here. Groot ult coming in from the DeadlyDrew to clean up, and that's going to be all she wrote for Wilmington University's pushes. They are now all out of ults, all out of stall time. And 52 meters and 52.25 meters is going to be their best push here. With a 2-0 score on offense, and now it will be Post University switching from defense to offense, looking to get to that exact spot to win this match and make it a clean 3-0 sweep for week number 5. Can they do it? Let's find out here. As we can see, those protects and bans have come into play a little bit here in this match. These teams have, now they've played each other twice, they're starting to figure out what works and what doesn't. Even though they did ban the Moon Knight, hoping to take away a big portion of Post University's DPS power, Rekonic doing an excellent job on the Doctor Strange, now switching with the DeadlyDrew who was on the Groot. Post University switching up the composition a little bit here for offense. Nice job by the Eagles so far. Can they make it a clean sweep this week? Let's find out. Wilmington University. Seems like the only thing they're switching up on is oh, I see. Frierin, excuse me, is now off the Deadpool and onto the Emma Frost, as well as one Crazy now onto the Moon Knight. Mini Soul onto the Phoenix here. So Wilmington University as well is switching things up here. Rekonic finding a big pick already on the Hawkeye. We'll stay on him as he has been hot and has definitely been a story so far in this matchup, this Week 5 matchup. He's been playing very well and has been doing an excellent job aiding his team in achieving these 2 map victories so far. Can they get one more? As this convoy is rolling, and Post University has no intentions of stopping. Invisible Woman comes out there for Wilmington University. Burn 2 nullifying that ult and nullifying the damage and offensive power done with it by the by the Cloak and Dagger ult. mewca finding a couple of picks as well on the Daredevil. Convoy is continuing to move here as this team fight continues to steadily progress. Nice job, Post University. Kind of just stalling out right now. Not a lot of picks going down. Rekonic does find 2, though, all of a sudden on the Hawkeye. Followed up by Burn 2 and 3 on the Hawkeye. Rekonic doing an excellent job of finding these picks. Oh, if it wasn't for that shield, I feel like he might have had a 4th there. The mechanical skill and accuracy of Rekonic right now, showing how easily he can swap from a Vanguard role to a DPS role and find success. Give this man his flowers. It is not easy to swap from Vanguard and then just hit shot after shot on DPS. Oh, but he makes it look so easy. Rekonic finding another double kill. LimboSteppr lining up, helping him line the shots up on the Doctor Strange, baiting the damage with the shield, guiding Rekonic to just more picks. Post University is doing an excellent job so far, pushing this convoy with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock. They're almost to the 2nd checkpoint. Out comes the Cloak and Dagger ult from Sauron the White here of Wilmington University Esports. Now they're all pushing off out onto the Cloak and Dagger ult. Out comes Requiem X2 on the Star-Lord here. Nullified by Vengeance's Invisible Woman ult. And now it is Carney on the Hawkeye. Quick little swap there. Finds a few picks of his own. Wilmington back in control defensively here. But for how long? As the Eagles know they are close to a clean 3-0 map sweep in this CACC Week 5 matchup. They can almost taste it. 1 or 2 team fights away from it at this point. Out comes the Doctor Strange portal from the LimboSteppr. A great flank here. Can he hit the Eye of Agamotto? It's in pocket. He might not even need to use it here as he's being followed up by both of his DPS players. Post University playing excellently positional. Playing an excellent job, doing an excellent job positionally. Excuse me, I'm getting so excited here. Loving to see these players playing so well together, backing each other up off these pushes. Nice job by the Eagles as they only need about 30% of this 3rd checkpoint to make it a clean 3-0 map sweep. And now the LimboSteppr will lead the way with the Doctor Strange, as this is going to be Wilmington University's last chance to keep this match going and to avoid an early exit in the season as far as having no chance at playoffs here. Post University only needing a few more inches here, and that will do it. The Eagles will make it a clean 3-0 sweep this week. Congrats to the Eagles on a CACC Week 5 win. And they don't just make it a win, they make it a clean sweep. GG, well played, everyone. And better luck next season to Wilmington University Esports. A valiant effort, but tonight was the Eagles' night as they outplayed Wilmington University Esports positionally very, very well. And there is our last stats window for this evening, as it is mewca on the Daredevil with 51 eliminations. My goodness, mewca. An incredible performance there from Post University's DPS players, but all around, an excellent job by the Eagles playing as a whole unit, playing as a team, and making sure that everyone was there positionally where they needed to be as far as getting that dub and pushing those convoys and making sure everyone was in position as far as Vanguard, DPS, then their healers, and making sure everyone stayed in position. It was an excellent match to watch, and the Eagles were the victors tonight. An excellent job to them. Like I said, best of luck next season to Wilmington University Esports. And Post University now improves to a, just to make sure, Post University Esports now improves to a 4-8 record on the season, and still have playoff hopes in their minds. So good luck to them in their next game. Excellent job to the Eagles tonight. I am so glad that I was able to cast this match. Thank you everyone for watching, and thank you to Post University for allowing me to cast these matches. I greatly appreciate it. And that will be it. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your Shoutcaster, DeadlyDrew. Thank you so much for watching, and congrats to the Eagles on a CACC Week 5 dub. 3-0 clean sweep. Congrats to all of the players on the Eagles squad. And until next week, we will see you guys here. I'm going to do a raid over to the main channel of Post University, and that will do it for this evening. So thank you everyone, and go say what's up to the Post University esports main channel. Thank you guys so much. I got a birthday to celebrate tomorrow. I'm getting old. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, this has been your Shoutcaster, DeadlyDrew. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night and enjoy the weekend.